Hey there, math fans. Have you ever looked at a huge number like 4,325,817 and wondered, what does each digit actually mean? Well, today we are going to unlock the secret behind every single digit in a number. It's called place value, and once you understand it, big numbers won't feel scary at all. Let's dive in. So, what exactly is place value? Here's the big idea. Every single digit in a number has two things, a place and a value. The place is its position in the number, like being in the ones spot or the thousands spot. The value is what that digit is actually worth because of where it sits. Here's a cool rule. Every time you move one spot to the left, the value gets 10 times bigger. That's the secret engine behind our whole number system. Let's look at our place value chart. Starting from the right, we have the ones place, then tens, then hundreds. That's the first group. Then we jump to thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s. That's the second group. And finally, we reach the millions place. Notice how we use commas to separate each group of three digits. This makes big numbers much easier to read. Parents, this chart is a great one to hang on the fridge for reference. Here's the awesome pattern behind place value. The ones place equals 1. The tens place equals 10. That's 10 times 1. The hundreds place equals 100. 10 times 10. See the pattern? Every place is exactly 10 times the place to its right. So thousands equals 1,000, 10,000s equals 10,000, 100,000s equals 100,000, and the millions place equals 1 million. That's 1 followed by 6 zeros. Pretty cool, right? One of the best tools for understanding place value is something called expanded form. In expanded form, we break a number apart and show the value of every single digit. For example, the number 3,462 in expanded form becomes 3,000 plus 400 plus 60 plus 2. Each part shows exactly what that digit contributes to the whole number. It's like taking a sandwich apart to see all the ingredients. This skill is super helpful for addition and mental math. Let's start with a number you might see every day, maybe a price tag at a store or a crowd at a school basketball game. Our number is 5,274. Let's figure out what each digit means. We'll use a place value chart to break it down step by step. Watch how each digit lands in its own spot, and we'll figure out the total value of each one. Ready? Let's go. Now let's level up. Imagine the attendance at a big NFL football game. Stadiums can hold over 70,000 fans. Let's work with the number 283,651. This has 6 digits, going all the way to the hundred thousands place. We'll identify each digit's place and write it in expanded form. This is where the place value chart really shines. Let's build it out together. Now we're going big, all the way to the millions place. Did you know that the population of a large U.S. city like Dallas is about 1,304,379 people? That's over 1 million. Let's read this number together and write it in expanded form. We'll start from the biggest place on the left and work our way to the ones place on the right. Here we go. Here's something really important. 0 is not just nothing. In a number like 5,079, the 0 is sitting in the hundreds place. That means there are 0 hundreds in this number. But that 0 is super important because it keeps the 5 in the thousands place and the 7 in the tens place. Without it, the number would look like 579, which is a totally different number. So 0 is a placeholder hero. Never ignore it. Now let's use place value to compare two numbers. Imagine two schools are raising money for a field trip. School A raised $47,282, and School B raised $47,129. Which school raised more? We don't need to count every dollar. We just compare place by place, starting from the left. Let's see how that works with a side-by-side comparison. Another important skill is writing numbers in word form. That's writing the number out using words like you'd see on a check or a formal document. Let's take the number 2,045,600 and write it in word form. This is where knowing your place value groups, ones, thousands, and millions, really pays off. We'll take it one group at a time. We've gone from standard form to expanded form. Now let's go the other direction. This is a great skill for tests. You might see expanded form and need to write the standard number. Let's take 400,000 plus 60,000 plus 700 plus 3 and figure out what number that makes. We'll fill in each place value spot like a puzzle, and watch out for any missing places. Let's bring it all together. Any number can be written in 3 different ways. Standard form is what you see every day, like a price tag showing $6,402. Expanded form breaks it apart to show each digit's value, 6,000 plus 400 plus 2. And word form spells it all out, 6,402. Notice we skip the 0 tens. You don't say 0 tens in word form. All three forms represent the exact same amount. Teachers often ask you to move between these three forms on tests. Before we wrap up, here are 4 super useful tips to keep in your math toolkit. First, when naming places, always start from the right side. Ones, tens, hundreds, and so on. Second, commas separate every group of 3 digits, which makes reading big numbers much easier. Third, never ignore a 0. It's a placeholder that keeps every other digit in the right spot. And fourth, remember, each step to the left is 10 times bigger. These 4 tips will carry you all the way through millions and beyond. Amazing work today. Let's recap what we learned. Place value tells us what every digit is worth based on its position in a number. Our place value chart goes from ones all the way up to millions, with each place being 10 times bigger than the one to its right. We can write numbers in standard form, expanded form, and word form, and they all mean the same thing. And don't forget, 0 is a super important placeholder. Keep practicing with big numbers around you. License plates, sports scores, population numbers, they're everywhere. You've totally got this. Great job today.